Hey guys, welcome back to my channel once again. My name is Ayush, and in this video, we are going to solve an interview question which was asked in Google. Now, from where did I get this question? From LinkedIn. How? I'll show you. This video will be very short because in my previous videos, you must have seen that the length of video goes up to anywhere to the north of 25 to 30 minutes. And I realized that it is unnecessary to make long videos when you're solving a question or explaining something, right? So this question is going to be super quick. I mean, this video is going to be super quick. And first, I will show you from where did I get this question. Then I will explain you what the question meant, and then I will write my answer to it. Okay. If you really like this video, then please consider throwing up a like and commenting on this video your feedback about your question. And if you have a different approach to solve this question, then definitely put up a comment saying, talking about your approach, talking about how you will solve your question. And if you think someone else have a better approach than me, then please share this video to them so that I also get to learn from you guys about how to write better SQL questions, SQL queries. So without any further delay, let's get started. So I got this question from this guy on LinkedIn. I was searching for people of my domain, of the domain of data analytics, data scientists, or data engineer, someone who is working in the field of data. And I found this guy, Nishant Kumar. This guy is a data engineer currently at IBM. So again, that's a huge feat, right? Now, while I was looking at his profile, by the way, you can see that he has more than 1 lakh followers. So again, he's really active on LinkedIn, which means he's really active on LinkedIn, right? He must be posting consistently and people must really like his content. So while I was scrolling through his post, I saw this really amazing post that he has reposted and around 7 hours ago. Now, if you click on this, I mean, yes. If you click on this post, you will see something really amazing. This guy has posted 79 SQL questions that one can practice to improve their SQL skills, and these questions are asked in top level companies like Google, Amazon, Apple, Goldman Sachs, and so on and so forth. So I will put the link of this post in my description box so that you can follow this and try questions by yourself. And I'm thinking of posting solution of those questions which I really like, which I think that there is a different approach, there is a different way of thinking here, and I will try to put the solutions of those questions in the form of recording a video and explaining my solution. So when I first came across this, I clicked on this link. The last question that he posted, the 79 SQL question, which is this one. It was asked in Google, and it's a medium level SQL question. Okay, so if you see that this question is, you can read the question here and understand it. By the way, I have created a very formatted version of this question, which I will show you right now on my Notion. So here, this is the same question. You can check out a group of travelers embark on world tours, and this is also the same question. I have just made it in a bit, written it here in a better format so that you guys can see and understand, and you do not have any issue in reading the question or understanding. And also, I can explain you how to approach this question, right? So without any further delay, let's get started. The problem says that a group of travelers embark on world tours starting from their home cities. Each traveler has an undecided itinerary that evolves over the course of the tour. Some travelers decide to abruptly end their journey mid travel and live in their last destination. So, a traveler can do two things. Either they can return back to their home city or the city from which they are starting, because both are same. From the first line, you can confirm that. Or a person has started from a city and has his last travel to a different city, or a city which is different, not same as their home city or the starting city. Okay, we have a data set of dates on which travelers travel between different pairs of cities, and we need to find out how many travelers ended back in their home city. So we only need to find the number of travelers who went back to the same city from which they started. Okay, and here we have the assumption to make that each traveler made at least one trip between two cities in a day. Okay, so it is not much of an, not really that important to for the question for your solving. Okay, you can just understand the question, and uh, while reading the question only, you must have a frame in your mind like how to solve this, how to approach this. Okay, so here is the create and insert statements. I will put this in my description box as well so that you can put it in your respective SQL database and try this question by yourself. And I would request you this as well, that please, before trying out, before seeing my solution, I wanted to put these create and insert statements and try this question by yourself so that you have an idea about how to approach this question. Because let's see, even if you are not able to solve this question, that is not a problem. Yes, even if you are not able to solve this question, that won't be a problem. But if you give it a try, if you understand, if you put in all your ideas into solving this question, then and after that, if you watch the solution, then you will have a much more clearer understanding. You will retain the new information better, and you will uh, not powerfully, you will have a strong foundation in these type of questions. Why? Because if you just see the solution, you will just read the solution, and in the back of your mind you will think that yes, oh, you could have solved this question easily, this question was easy, and if you had tried, you could have solved it. But no worries, you jump on to the next question and the loop repeats. But this time, do not do that. Do not make the same mistake again and again. It will cost you a lot. So pause this video right now, go to your SQL database, put these create and insert statements, and try this question all by yourself. Take as much time as you want, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. It doesn't matter. If after an hour also you are not able to solve it, then pause your solving time and then come back to this video to watch the solution so that you understand the approach. By the way, we can also go back to the LinkedIn post, and the author has also posted their solution, as well as many guys have posted their solutions in the comment box as well. Okay. I have not read the comments. I do not know what their solution is, but if you think their solution is better, it is good, right? The main thing here is that you guys understand what the question is talking about. Okay. So just before going into solving this question, let me make you understand what this question is basically asking. So here you have a sample input table. On these dates, this traveler, we have two travelers, Claus and Sarah. And if we see the date of Claus, Claus started from Berlin, then he went to Madrid. From Madrid, he went to Lisbon, and from Lisbon, he went to Berlin. So if we see, and his last date of travel was on 8th June. Now, his first start city and is equal to his end city, right? Because he started from Berlin and he went back to Berlin on the last date of his travel. But if you see for Sarah, Sarah started from Toronto. From Toronto, she went to Tokyo, then to Seoul, and then from Seoul to Bangkok. So she ended up in a different city from her starting city. Okay, so this means we do not want to count this. We do not want to count Sarah in our final output. And since clause is the only person satisfying our conditions, we have the count of clause is obviously one because we only have one passenger here, one traveler here. So our output is one. Here you have the explanation, you can read it. Because Claus returned home and Sarah did not return home as she ended up in Bangkok instead of Toronto. Now with this we can move to Postgres here. So here is my table. I have already used the create and insert statements, and I have run the select query for you guys to see what I have done here. Wait a minute. Yes. Now, first I will explain you what my approach is going to be. Okay. Now, we want to find, okay, basically, if you look at this data, if you look at only these rows of traveler Amit, you can see the starting city is Delhi and his ending city is also Delhi. So we want Amit in our final output. I mean, in our final count. But if you look at Priya, Priya started from Mumbai, then Singapore, then Sydney, and then New York. So she ended up in a different city than a starting city. So we do not want Priya. So how can we achieve this? Basically, you may think in various terms of how to approach a question, and if you're not able to do so, try to apply everything that you have learned. This is one of the biggest tricks that I have learned while solving my SQL queries, and which is to apply everything that you have learned. For example, in this question, you can apply all the concepts of SQL, which is aggregations, group by, or having clause, or window functions, CTEs, recursive CTEs, so on and so forth. Like whatever you have learned, try to think in those ways. And apart from this, do another thing, that please imagine your output table first, because how you want your output to look like is also very very important. Although in this case we just want one row and one column, which is the count of total people. But before count, what do you want? You want the number of you want the list of travelers, right? From the list of travelers, you can find the count. So how will you reach to that list of travelers? You can think in those terms. Okay. Now, with this, let's get started here. Now, what my approach is going to be, first, for each traveler, I will find a start date and an end date. Why? Because for each traveler, these dates are different. Okay, so if you see for Amit, uh, okay, I don't know how this is getting selected. Okay, anyways, if you see for Amit, his starting date is 1st of January and his ending date is 10th of January. Okay, similarly for Priya, you have the same thing. Okay, so for this, what I will do, I will write select traveler, then min of date as first date, then maximum, which is the last date, maximum of date as last date, hmm, last date from travel history, and then we will group by traveler. Now, if I run this, you can see that for, okay, let's order by as well, order by traveler. Now, if I run this, you can see that for Amit, we have got the first date and last date. Now, you must have gotten the idea like what we are going to do here. Now, we have the first date and the last date. Now, we will join this table. We will left join this table on the initial table, which is the travel history table, two times. First, we will join on the first date and then we will join again on the last date. With this, we will get two locations for the first city and the last city. Now, if these two cities are same, then we can count them in our final output. If they are not same, we will not include them in our final output. Okay. So this is how the flow is going to be. I hope you are understanding my solution right now. And if you like the way I am approaching the question, then please consider throwing a like so that I understand. I will get an understanding that yes, you guys are able to understand the approach and my solution is something that you guys are able to catch on. And you can also put your solutions in the comment box as well, right? Just I told earlier. Now, again, as I said, I will perform the join function here. Select from CTC left join traveler T1 on C dot first date equal to T1 dot T1 dot date. Okay, because in our traveler history column we just have the date column, and on another condition that the traveler should also be same. Why? Because there are chances that on the same date two or more travelers must have started their journey. So, and we will do this in our second join also. Like again, there are chances, right? Like on the same date, two or more travelers might have ended their journey. So we will join on another condition, which is the traveler should also be same. C dot traveler equal to T1 dot traveler. Then we will left join again. Basically, it's same, so I will just copy it. Traveler T2 on C dot first date. So this will be last date right now since we are joining on the second column, which is the last date one here. C dot last date and C dot traveler equal to T2 dot traveler. Okay. Now if we select star, let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, okay. Now if we traveler does not exist, what's the problem? Okay, the table name is wrong. T2. Now I guess it should run. Okay, now we have the solution. I mean the output table. Now you can see for traveler Amit, the first and last date are there, and their starting city and ending city is also here. Okay, I mean the starting city is this one, and ending city will be this one, Delhi one. Why? Because we are joining the T1 table on the first date and T2 table on the last date. Okay, so we need to see if this column, the T1 start city is equal to T2 end city. Okay, not this one, sorry. We need to check if the T1 start city column is equal to T2 end city column. So for that, I will put a where condition where T1 dot first city is equal to T2 dot end city. Now, if we run this, T um, okay, wait, I'll have to check this. Mm, okay, now this is a huge problem, guys. You must remember the column names because I just right now forgot the column name that was in travel history. Okay, it was Start City if I'm not wrong. Let's first put Start City here. Okay, so yeah, it was Start City. So now if you can see that for Amit, as we had checked, the start city is Delhi and the end city is also Delhi. Similarly, for the other two guys, the start city is equal to their end city, and we want nothing. We just want the total count of travelers. Count traveler. You can even put count star as uh, start and same. Now, if you run this, okay, I need to put C dot. Okay, referencing is important. What's the error? What's the error? Line 16. Oh, sorry. Now if I run this, okay. So with this, you can see that we have reached our solution, which is 3. And you can manually check the solution by running the select star um, query to check that individually for each traveler. Since you do not have a lot of data here, we only have a couple of passengers. So for every traveler, you can check if the start city is equal to end city, and you will find out that only 3 of them have the start city and end city same, which is the required condition, which was the required condition. So with this, we have reached to our solution, and uh, I hope you really liked my approach here. Basically, what we did was just for quick glance, we first find out for individual traveler their start date and end date, and then on that table we left join 2 times the travel history table. First, wherein the travel city was same, the first city, I mean the first travel date was equal to the date from the first table or the first CTE, I should say, and then again second time wherein the date from CTE is equal to the last date of travel of the concerned traveler. With this, we joined both the tables twice, and then we put the where condition to find out only those tables in which the start city was equal to the end city, and then at the end we just had to find the total count of passengers because that is what was asked. So with this, we end our solution here, and thank you so much. If you liked my video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and share this video with your friends who are preparing for data analyst or data science interviews, or even if they just want to practice their SQL or Python skills. Until then, happy learning.